Welcome to everyone. Welcome to the Anuvada Pradeepa second part class. This is the second paper for Sura Saraswati Sabha Turiya level. The class number today is 19th. Today's subject is Prabandha Rachana part 1. Let us begin with Prarthana. Gurureva gatihi Gurumeva bhaje Gurunaiva sahasmi namo gurave न गुरोः परमं शिशुरस्मि गुरोः मतिरस्ति गुरौ मम पाहि गुरो. Prabandha Rachana is the topic, and what I tried is let us devote 7 classes for this topic. We will detailedly work out this. We will write the essays ourselves. Okay, that is what I planned for this course. That's why I wanted more number of classes than the number of lessons. It's not about just the exercises solving, as I always told. Already I just made this point several times. So this is about the making of essay. Let us all become very good essay writers by this endeavor of mine and all of yours. It's a combined effort together. Last time also we tried to do something in the class actively. Everybody contributed, each one contributed a sentence for each topic, and that's how we did it last time. I could do the same thing, but then I saw the number of essays. It was like so many topics, and they are very rare ones. Some of them are not very popular that I could get such essays in any essay books or anywhere else. So what I thought was, let us make essays from whatever resources are available. So this is at the first outset. You all of you, whoever intend to, I'm sorry, whoever is very serious about it, not doing it like a play or for a kind of, for a preparation now and later I'll do it. Not for those, but whoever is doing the exam based preparation, they can start writing the essays from today onwards for next 7 classes, like including today's. Next 6 classes are going to be the Prabandha Rachana classes. I do not know how to plan them exactly, but we will see how it goes. Let us learn about the Prabandha Rachana exactly. This is the 9th topic in the book. Before this, we have finished the Vibhakti Viparyaya. I wished we could devote more time for that. If our time permits, we can also do that. But I think what the material I gave you is more than enough. And it is very clearly done in that. How to think about it, how to approach. I already told in the class, go from the example to the precept. Okay, go from the reverse direction. First, look at the example. In the paragraph, the example will be, the Apte composition book. In that, every paragraph will have some Devanagari. Your eyes should catch that first. Look at the example and then read the rule. Or start reading the sentence, read the example, and once again read the rule. That also will help you. Go reverse, okay? Either example first step, precept second step, or precept, example, precept. That is another way. Okay, roundabout, one circular way. Okay, circular way. It's okay. It's good. Okay, so that someone had asked in the question answers the chat that please give us the book. I have given it in the WhatsApp group. If any of you is not a part of the WhatsApp group, please do let me know. We have shared enough material. If you have missed the previous materials also, see if I can make this book put in the download folders, but it is downloadable freely in the internet. That's why I did not care much. I did not take it very seriously that to give you the book. It is there in the archive.org for free download. So I think you can manage to download from the website by putting apte students' composition or something like that. You can put Apte's books like Apte's. Every book is very, very good, very high standard for learning Sanskritam through English. But there are, of course, certain disadvantages that they use the terms a little differently, like they don't use the Sanskrit terms as it is, and there are little problems in that. That's okay. I mean, total English, total English grammar terms. It's like partitive, genitive. He will not call it nirdharana, shashti or nirdharana saptami. He'll call it partitive. So we don't know what is partitive. We are not born and brought up with English grammars, right? That is one place where I felt the students might face some problem. But I think you all are mature enough to deal with such issues. You're all ready for Sanskritam through English. That's why I give all the terms to you. But our Sura Saraswati Sabha's way is to give it in Sanskritam alone. Though they use the English as a medium of expression, they do not use many grammar terms in English. That is one good thing. These are things of standard. What standard we should follow? Lately, people from dharmic backgrounds, people from shastric backgrounds have observed that the English translations made for A to Z Sanskrit works, starting from any simple kavya to high-level Shastra to Vedantic texts like Brahma Sutras, etc. also, like Ramayana, Mahabharata, Puranas, even Vedas, are translated so wrongly. The idea there is entirely different, and a small translation glitch or whatever you call it, it's a bump. It's actually the water droplet in the like air, whatever you call the air bubble in the injection. It's as dangerous as that. These things are very deteriorative for the future generations. Already so many generations have gone. I should say 3 to 4 generations have perished because of using and trusting the translations, putting allegations on the Shastras because they think that this translation is something else, removing the context, etc. This is very dangerous. That is why some people started to recognize this lag or a deliberate effort to mess up with the Shastras. I don't have any better word. That is what exactly they did and they wanted to do. For example, Max Muller and many others, there William Jones, whoever have attempted to translate Vedas, have done this very, very, very deliberately. So they don't care. It is not theirs. Vedas are ours, isn't it? We should have shame. We should have some little atmabhimanam. I cannot use any negative words in the class. The sabhamukhena kinchit ashishtam vaktum na parayami. It is not good. It is not polite. It is not decorous. That's why I'm not using bad words. But those bad people, those bad guys have done lot of harm to our Shastras. If we follow them, nobody is more pitiable than us. Now, instead of calling something which is already there bad, do something which will make up for it, which will fill the gaps, which will clear the bumps, which will clear the bubbles, etc. Please always use Sanskrit technical terms as they are. This is a request for all the beginner students, for all the intermediate level students. It is not about how much Sanskrit language level you are, you can speak or you can understand or you can express. It is not about that. It is about our heritage, our culture, our parampara, our shastra, our gurus and their efforts to be given in the right spirit to the next generations. That is why not as a like vaktavyam or a great speech that a very good orator will give. I'm not doing anything like that. This is a like karyashala kind of, a workshop kind of idea where we will work it out. Yes, Annie ji is telling, Namaste, you said about translation exactly what I told my friends yesterday evening, wrong translations. Very good. Yes, we have to make these points. Wrong and dangerous translations, but not even by foreigners. Yes, Indians are also doing it under their same shade, same in the what you call as lines, same lines they are doing. Okay, so this is very bad. That is why one good thing is understand that two cultures are different. Understand that each language can have only those set of words which that culture has. For example, I am very fed up with the shades of love making words. I mean, the words which are related to love making, which are growing up. Somebody is a crush, somebody is something. I mean, I don't want to even use such ideas, but they are growing up in our culture. They were not there before. Okay, so what is happening is we people are taking them very fast. Like, for example, Mother's Day getting converted to, like, we have Durga Navami, Navaratris. We have so many 9 days dedicated to mother, feminine, the feminine divinity. But foreigners don't have it. They don't have their mothers at their homes either. So it is as bad as that. So we are losing our native culture, our own, not native, let us call it our own culture, our own selves for something from the foreign. So it is including, it is like very much spread over inside the our books. For example, we say some people from good samsthas, good backgrounds, they have family knowledge from the families transferred. They realize this. They tell us that it is like Lord Krishna. Then you say Lord Macaulay. What is the difference? Why is Krishna Bhagavan called as Lord? Okay, there are two options. Call him God Krishna or happily call him Krishna Bhagavan. I am working with some non-Indian Sanskrit students who very boldly say Bhagavan. Very nicely they use the word. We should feel ashamed. That's why I say. I mean, ashamed not because we are not doing as they are doing. We are not able to recognize it. We are not able to realize it. They don't want to malice our dharmic terms with their religious terms. They are careful. That's why much of like inculturation, that's what I have heard that word is coined for such attempts, inculturation. So what they do is they take our cultural words like Prabhu, I need not explain anything. Everybody knows what Prabhu has, what happened with Prabhu. Okay, so all these things are very, very deleterious. That's why now, what is the solution part? Let me come quickly to the solution and jump to the class. The solution is use the technical terms as they are. Call Atma, Atma and not soul. Call Prakriti, Prakriti and not nature. Okay, call Shastra, Shastra and not treatise. If you ask me why Bhagini, what's wrong with these words? We really want to know, not because we condemn such such things, but we want to know. We are genuinely interested. What is the reason behind it? Then please go to the YouTube. Somebody who worked very, very extensively. Most of you must be aware of him, Rajiv Malhotra ji. He has made some series. He had taken a book on Sanskrit, non-translatables, and other people are also with. He did not do it on his own, but the really very, very wonderful effort. He met with the scholars who realized this, and with each subject like yoga, there is no word for yoga in English. Okay, and the North Indian people have one complaint that the South Indians say Rama, yoga, like that. But what they say yoga, Ram. Okay, so they and us is a very wrong thing. We are all Indians, we are all Hindus, we are all we belong to one dharma, we belong to one age-old dharma called Sanatana Dharma. We should feel proud of it. And we should defend, we should protect our own dharma. So for that sake, and dharma is not religion here. I'm not talking about religion. I'm talking about something that cannot be defined in any terms which are available on this earth in any language, let alone Sanskrit. Dharma alone can represent dharma, can tell what is dharma. So for this, I am like just requesting you to go through those videos, lectures, at least one or two. Then you will know what I'm speaking of. I have gone through. My Gurudeva has like in my childhood itself. When he started teaching me, then only these things I'm hearing nowadays. But this he taught us very age old back. He said, teach Vedanta through English, but use all Sanskritam terms as they are. Like Atma, Jiva, okay, the Nidra Sthiti, the Sushupti. Don't translate them. You will lose. Like the Pratyagatma. So don't Pratyag. What is Pratyagatma? Try to understand. Somebody said, okay, there is a phrase, for example, which is translatable. Then if I'm using it for foreigners, if I'm using it for, like he was an African boy learning yoga, then he said, like what to do, ma'am? Then how to like convey this idea to non Indians and non like realizing people who do not know these terms. Then I said, explain the term first, introduce the term, explain the meaning elaborately first, and then start using it. This will solve a lot of problems. Let us be proud owners of Sanskritam. Let us be proud owners of our Shastras. Let us own them. Let us be responsible. बाप का माल है बोल के बोलते हैं, बहुत खराब शब्द है. It is a very bad like way of saying बाप का माल. But you know the Pitru Sampatti. This is our Paitruka Sampatti. Now Paitruka Sampatti has two consequences. One is you can use it yatheshtam. One is you have to protect it. There is a responsibility, there is a right. Rights and responsibilities go together in the humanity. So let us be human. Let us become more like I made it a point that we should be. So in the Prabandhas also, this is all about Prabandha Rachana introduction part. Very important point I want to make. Whatever language you use, like if you are using Indian languages like Kannada, Hindi, Marathi, Bengali, Telugu, Tamil, Gujarati, don't worry. Just remove the Urdu words from that. Urdu, Farsi, and like Arabi, and like other words which have like infiltrated into the languages. Deny them. Just keep them away. Beware of them. That's all. If you use your pure bhasha, desi terms, the desi in every word there is desavali, we say desavali words. The desi words, Accha Telugu, we call it Accha Telugu. So Accha Telugu words, they are not Urdu, they are not. So many words have jumped into our like languages in Marathi and all these languages. Like these days we are getting aware of them and we are trying to purify them. We are trying to change them. Hindi speakers are also lately getting aware that even our devotional songs on Bhagavan are also like filled with Urdu words. There is a lot of difference between. There was once a very good discussion on like you must also be doing the same things. I'm not like saying anything new to you, but bringing it on this Vedi. This is a Vedi. This is a platform given to me as a teacher. So for those who do not know, it will be new thing. Those who already know, it will be like encouraging. Those who are already doing it, it will show some like maybe they have a new idea how to do this, etc. So it can work in multiple levels for all the students who are listening to this lecture now and who will listen to it in the future. They all, whether they understand it or not, because one teacher is telling it, they might feel some like respect, they might feel some importance of this and they might realize, and even if they don't realize, they start using, they start doing this. Use all words, the technical words or the very beautiful words in Sanskritam itself. Chakkaga, you should write them. Like don't let the one more danger of this same thing. If you don't do this, what will happen is we have been trained in such a way. See, Sanskrit should have come to us in a very different manner. But unfortunately, we lost that chance now. Now what is happening? Lot of Sanskritam learning has gone in the direction of translating. So the English words are getting, now it is not Prakriti, which has become nature, which is dangerous. Listen to me carefully. But this is nature, which is translated as Prakriti, which has become dangerous. Okay. This is not Bhagavan translated as God, which is becoming dangerous, or Lord, but Lord becoming Bhagavan is dangerous. So English is influencing us first. Sanskrit is coming to us in the next level. So unless Sanskrit is introduced from standard 1 or even KG2, we should be, we cannot make that, the generation should be like changed totally, entirely. It should be like cleaned from the level 1. But it is very difficult now. Sanskrit comes to us at a later stage because we feel that English is more important. First, the child should learn English and then Sanskrit comes. So it is a reverse process. So by the time the child is reaching to Sanskritam, English is filled in his brain, and for every English word, he is trying to find for alternative Sanskrit word, which is even more dangerous. Now I cannot encourage children to even speak in the mother tongue. I am seeing that they have become like what we used to call butler English in our classes. They used to, I don't know what is butler English. I have never heard it. But whatever we spoke, our teachers would call it butler English. Not me, but other students. Okay, so then I realized that it is something like a cheap English, or which is not English but translated from Telugu or Hindi or some like our mother tongues, and expressed in some random manner without following the grammar rules, which is ungrammatical, which is unidiomatic, which is like non-systematic, and everything else, whatever is possible to go wrong. That is a butler English. Now people, the children are not able to speak even that level mother tongue. I'm very unhappy about it. So teach children mother tongue for good Sanskritam to be picked up, so that Sanskritam, when she comes to them, will come at mother language overlapping and not by English overlapping, which is making everything very, very like, shattered. English language is only good for some levels, but later levels, when you go to technical terms, when you go to Vedantic levels, when you go to Puranic levels, when you go to spiritually very high developed grounds, very those bhumis, we call them bhumis. There are 7 bhumis for sadhana. So all the sadhana 7 bhumis, from starting from the first bhumi, this will just break your all the lines. You can never become a very good sadhaka without understanding the language in her true spirit. So this is going to be very important feature I want to give you before I start Prabandha Rachana. Okay, so don't think this is out of class matter. You all will write Sanskrit sentences. You all will express your bhavas in Sanskritam based on various subjects. Okay, so let me read out first whatever subjects you are going to have, which will encourage you to connect with this lesson more deeper, and like what variety they have given for the SS is really, really appreciable. I really liked them. And there was like kind of what you call as uh, different subjects, or like very, very new novel way of like connecting. I really liked it for all like those minds who are trained in English, who are trained in other like things than Sanskritam. This will say, oh wow, what a nice, like I really liked the topics. Let me read out. Okay, I'm going to that page, Abhyasa. Yeah, it is there in page number 38. 38, page number 21 in the PDF, which was shared in the group. This is like, in your, if you have the book, you can look at it, and let me share the screen. Then it will be there. A part of recording, it will be there. Yes. So this is like page 21 and the PDF, page 38 in the inside the scans. And these are the terms. Okay, let me grow the size. So Bharata Deshaha Ganatantrotsavaha Satsangatihi Samskrita Bhashayaha Mahatvam Ganeshotsavaha Tirthakshetram Vidyaranyaha Shivaji Mahabharatam Suryodayaha Varshakalaha Kaveri Nadi Granthalayah Parisaraha Vidyarthi Jivanam. There are 15 topics. I thought of taking up at least 3 topics or 2 topics per class. Let us try to attempt all of these. What is written there, you will already read it. If you want, I can do one reading in the class with meanings. We can devote one class for all the 2 or 3 essays. Yeah, 2 essays are given. One is Shankaracharya, one is Pratigna Palam. So apart from those which we mentioned, all the topics, the 15 topics, there are 2 more which are already given. So 17 topics are there from the book, and I do not know if they give from outside, but I think once you prepare how to attempt an essay, then it should not be a big problem. I can close this lesson just by doing whatever is there in the book, but I have prepared something from Shriyuta Charudeva Shastriji, Mahamahopadhyaya. I think he's like very, very, very great scholar from Vyakarana. So he has written one beautiful book called Prastava Tarangini, and from that I have taken the inputs because I wanted to save time. I wanted to give you the best. I could have prepared some myself from very good English books or very good other resources, but I thought, what is natural for Sanskritam can come from only a Sanskritam scholar. So that's why, with due respects to Shastriji, I present you my lesson today. First, Prabandha Lekhana Parichayaha. What is it to write an essay? Prayena Yatkinchid Vishayakaha. All the sentences are from here. Not even one word added from my side. Anujhitartha Sambandho Gadyabandha Prastavah. He is not only a great Vyakarana scholar, he is also a very good Kavya person. He is also a very good construct a very, very flowery language, etc. You can find such things. And his shaili is like directly teaching style. He's not writing an essay. I will now you'll ask for the book, I know. Before you ask, let me promise. I'm going to give you. This is called Prastava Tarangini. I will share this. Prastava Tarangini. I will share the book in the PDF in the this thing. Meanwhile, in the chat for all the students, I have given the WhatsApp group link. If any of you haven't yet joined the group, please join the group so that it is easy for us to exchange materials. Once you listen to the class and then request, then I cannot do it. But even then, I promise, even at a later point of time, if you are listening to this, if you happen to write a mail to me, I will share all this material to you. Just to mention the class number and mention the name of what the book exactly I told, then I will send you through mails also. This is my what you call to give them encouragement, the courage. Okay, pat the back and say, yeah, you can do it, kind of, protsahanam for the students. Okay, I'll give you the books. Don't worry. And they're all available. They're freely downloadable in the archive.org as well. Astu. So, prayena yatkinchit vishayakaha. Prayena usually whatever topic based anujhita artha sambandha, which has very good connection from sentence to sentence without leaving the main idea behind. The gadya bandha, the prose composition, is called prastavaha. Prabandho nama Vistruta Vishaya Prastutihi. It's a very, very elaborate presentation on any subject. Gadya Ritihi. This is a prose format, and it can also be in a poetry format, but we usually write sentences. See, everybody cannot write verse format. So they write, it's not prose and poetry, it's prose and verse. Verse is the V-E-R-S-E, verse. Okay, that is the shloka or padya, what we call. Chando Rachita Vakya Vidhanam, or Chando Rahita, sorry. Chando Rahita Vakya Vidhanam. The sentence structure is without the verse, but bereft of prosody, bereft of metrical things. This is a Gadya Riti. Eka Vishayam Adhikritya Vistaraha. This is based on one single topic, and there is a elaboration on the topic. There is an Udghatanam, there is a Vishaya Vivaranam, there is an Upasamhara. The whole essay can be divided into three things: the opening lines, the elaboration on the topic, and then the conclusion. The vakyas, or what we call the sentences, should not be too long, should not be too short. They are all very obvious things. Actually, they are obvious. They look obvious, but for the very beginners, it really helps. Once I was like, I remember one beautiful experience of my own life. I was given some proofreading task for the first time, or I wanted to take it very serious. Not that I was doing it for the first time, but I was doing it very seriously for the first time. Then those were the days very new for internet was very new for me, and it suddenly struck me how to do proofreading. Let me see what are the good tips. And believe me, like I was not ready for so beautiful results. Some people really like wrote a very beautiful like point wise approach for how to proofread, when to do it, what are the problems which can come, like who should do it, and how much time you can do. Now I have a very, after reading that, I had a very good idea how to proofread and when to. Then I used to give those inputs to my other colleagues who would want to do it. I would say, see, these are the precautions, these are the ways, is the time, best time is this, don't be too tired, it might skip, what can happen, all these things, okay, like that. These are all very obvious things, but all put together will make it a very beautiful experience to know about how to write an essay. Okay, so the shaili, when we come to the riti, that is the style of the essay, it should neither be too high level language, too, for the aristocratic language or whatever we call it, very, very like, high level, very, very like sophisticated words and all that. Okay. Uh, but and neither it should be too simple that even a fifth standard or a sixth standard boy can read it. We are talking about a degree level, like at least a BA level, bachelor's level attempt of writing an essay. Then it should be of good quality where a degree level student can enjoy it. Then the bhasha should be akritrima. It should not be artificial. It should be idiomatic. Okay, it should not include like something. I bus catch. I bus catch. Okay. Somebody says. Okay. So anyway, jokes apart. I don't want to waste your time with simple things. So don't go for such attempts as like you're making it very artificial or translate, or when it happens when we don't have very good language skills, then the bhasha can become kritrima. Then yathochitani uttankanani. See, quotations always bring some weight to what you are saying. So if I say one should not waste time, one should always make efforts, I'm going on telling great statements. But if I tell one quotation, say, kshanashah kanashashchaiva vidyamartham cha sadhayet, shane nashte kuto vidya, kane nashte kuto dhanam, then it will be very, wow, what a quotation. Please explain. They'll say, then I'll explain. They feel, wow, what a quotation. Very nice, very nice. And the person who tells quotations is always respected for, it's in a different manner, different level you will get. So write some quotations. Even the starting part of it, even the, like, if you want to say, the students will learn, like padam kalak cha, even you can, like one subhashitas, one pada will also do. Okay. Then, or references, like quotations and references kind of. References are, if you are saying that in Valmiki Ramayana, when Sita says this to Rama, okay, Sita says this to Rama in Valmiki Ramayana, where exactly? So tell that shloka number, that is Uttankanam. So you should have such some authentic ideas. Now the features of a prastava. Now prastava lekhanam, this is called Prabandha lekhanam and prastava lekhanam. Prastava is another word for paragraph or an essay. Okay, then Vishayaikyam. There should be ekam varnyam pratipadyam. So when you begin an essay and when you end an essay, it should not become entirely different. You want to write an essay on car driving and you end up writing on like how to learn car driving, and you end up in telling about driving profession, whether it is beneficial or not, how much profit you can earn. No, it will not become a very good essay. Okay, so you should start and end with the same topic. Everything you explain should fall into that. See, all these things nobody can prove. Nobody can exactly like explain why something is correct or why something is wrong, but they can just tell you whether it is correct, whether it is proper or not. Then kramaha, the artha chinta krama vishesham anurudhyeta. It should be from lower level, beginning level to higher level. The chintanam should follow from the basic level to basic, intermediate, high, then higher. Okay, so like that it should go in a hierarchy. Then sankshepa, it should not be too long, it should not be too short, or and there should not be irrelevant, unconnected ideas which are inside. I want to write about bad effects of some cyclone or something. Then I should not write how beautiful a flower will bloom when it rains. No, I cannot do that. Give me just one moment. Give me just one. I'm sorry, somebody from the Janagadana came, and I told him that please include Sanskritam as a language for whoever like you come across. You put Sanskrit as a second language after Telugu. So he agreed to that, and yeah. So he just came. I just went, and this is the second round they are doing. He wanted to see me. Okay, thank you. Sorry for this. Yes. So there aprakritartha. What is aprakritartha? Which are unconnected, non-contextual. Okay. Then the shaili. Shaili is style again, where the arthas the words. See, many times I have seen people stumbling for the right word, and like somebody gives them that word at that spot, they feel very happy. Huh? You mean this word? Say yes, this word. Thank you so much for this. So when somebody wants to express something and they get that exact word, it's like some happiness which nothing can equate it. If you give him 10,000 rupees or 10 lakh rupees, also he'll not feel so happy. Like at that spot, you give him that word, and like something like that, ardhamatra ladhavena. That's a different context, but that's something like putrotsavam, manyante vayyakarana, something. So padanam sphutartha. The artha should be exact. What you intend to say should be put there. Okay, something near, something shady, something, tint in the same tint. No tints, no shades. Clear, transparent. Then madhurata, sweetness. Shlakshnata. Shlakshnata is also, this is not slakshanata. Let me correct it. Give me one moment. It is not shlakshanata, it's slakshnata. Okay. So Shlakshna word is used many times in Ramayana and Mahabharata. I have seen in our texts. So it's a clarity, spashtata. It's not spashtata, it's a shlakshnata. You can use this word. Then naisargikata. It's very like prakritika, kind of very nice, very beautiful, naturally you should. Then prastavikata. These are his words, and these are not my words. Okay, all the technical terms are his, all expressions are his. Nibandhanam, like pratiswam bhava nibandhanam syat na paradarshanopannyasa matram. So I have heard somewhere somebody tell, I can quote it, but I cannot reproduce it as my own this thing. I cannot just put the same things, because until it becomes mine, until it becomes what you call as my own idea, I cannot express it in my own words. So I should first understand it, then atmasat karna. I have to make it a part of my understanding. Then only I can express. Then it will be natural. If I until whatever I am speaking, nobody trained me to speak like this. I'm speaking it by my own style, by my own this thing. Though I am using his words right now, but I'm trying to tell you it because I have taken it inside me and expressing it out from my heart, not from that book I have read. Okay, so nibandhana pratiswam. Every word that you express should be bhava nibandhanam. It should be like having some feeling from your side and not just somebody showed you it is here, you don't know it is left or right, somebody said go this way, you're just going. It cannot be like that. Then how many types the vibhak you can divide the prastavas. One prastava, like the types can be 5. There can be more actually, there can be more, but more you can have like sub varieties of them, or in English you can find even more. But I have seen, I think, something like 8 or 9 kinds. I forgot where I saw them. I searched for them, I could not find. So I just took whatever Shastriji gives us, Chardeva Shastriji. So thanks to him. विचारात्मकास, आख्यानात्मकास, वर्णनात्मकास, कल्पनात्मकास, गुणदोष विवेचनात्मकास. So in Sanskritam, so many are possible. First, vicharatmakas, where there is not only just words or just immediate knowledge like how to drive a cycle, how to learn to learn bicycle. Okay, so in that, how to drive a vehicle, something like that is very pratyaksha jnanam, something like that. This is not about it. So he is using a vehicle for, because nowadays petrol consumption, that we have put some ban on that, we want to reduce it. So that reduction, if you are, is it like, how can we do it? Should we do it? If you do something like that, it's not just pratyaksha jnana, this vehicle is this big, this engine is so many cc, the handle is like this, the light is, no, it's not about that. The seat size is like this. No, we're not talking about that. We're talking about vicharatmakam. Vichara is it good? Is it bad? How to do it? How to implement it? What problems can come? Something like that. Thought-provoking essays. Okay, where some thought is involved. Okay, उपन्यस्यते तु वस्तुचिन्ता समुत्थं मानसिकमेव भूयस्वेन निबध्यते. So when you look at something, see, essay doesn't come from books. Essay doesn't come from experience alone. Essay comes from a feeling that you attach with something. For example, there is mobile. I want to write an essay on mobile. I want you all to write an essay on mobile, for example. Then mobile has so many parshvas, so many sides of it. Like mobile is what it is made of, how it works, how it is helpful, then how it is bad, what are the advantages, what are the disadvantages, what are the apps, what is the business, what all you can do, the activities, how it disturbs your life, how it makes children's life very bad, how it stops the brain. So bad, good, many things are there inside. So what you are, if I am given a chance, I'll give both the sides equal weightage. I will say this is very good. This can help us in constructing our lives, live our lives in a peaceful manner. In the same way, the apps, the social media apps have become so very important in breaking relationships, in making relationships. Hey, I saw your last scene too, like at 2 p.m. What were you doing at that time? You said you are here, but your location shows you are there. The tuck fighting. Okay, so all these things we are seeing here. So then this mobile topic becomes our vicharatmakam. So what the mobile is to you, you will write an essay in that manner. Okay, then akhyanatmaka. Some incident happens. So like how to like experience when you traveled in the bus for the first time, when you traveled in the metro for the first time, when you went to so and so place and you saw like a pilgrimage for the first time, or when you had some like adventure, when you went to somewhere for a like happy thing and some unexpected thing happened, whether it was happy or sad. So write about such events, or write about the Kshetra Mahatmyam. Coming to Sanskritam, let us like put listening for all, let us discuss around Sanskritam. So some Katha, some Ramayana Ghatana, or you can write Mahabharata event and then like write about Jaratkaru, write about Pramadvara and all these, like some Akhyanam, like what happened to Nala Damayanti. You can use such Akhyanas. Then Varnanatmaka. Now, Varnana is something you describe. How describe a morning? Okay. How can you describe a morning unless you get unless you get up at 4 a.m. Unless you get up at 4 a.m. and go for a walk at 5 a.m. and you see it getting slowly turning, that beautiful darkness turning to beautiful light, until you experience that every movement of it, until you see what happens in the Prakriti, until you see what happens to the trees, to the birds, to the leaves, to the Akasha, to the clouds, to the flowers, to yourself, to your heart, to your eyes, to your ears, whatever pleases to you as a human being, whatever pleases to you as that's the surroundings, etc., the road, what happens to the people around you, that becomes your morning description. When you go for, see, when I went for the morning walk, I saw that, the sun was slowly coming up. Before that, there was, beautiful light. It was coming. The sky turned little reddish. I could see the blackness turning to, the clouds became this color. Whatever, like this, if you do, like beauty, Varnana is always based on beauty or greatness. If you are like describing a hero, like for example, you are describing Rama. Rama is a valorous, killer of Ravana. He just, went to him and he fought him face to face. There is a dialogue in Balakrishna movie in Telugu. He said, "I will come to your city. I will come to your village. I will come to your house. I will come to your door. I will knock you and then I will hit you." He says, okay, something like that. We all like, we all enjoy some such, that pushy ideas, something very like pinning ideas, very, very nice, beautiful. So like that. So if you describe a hero, so Rama did the same thing. Rama went to Lanka, taking the army. He went to Ravana's house, then he killed him there. Okay. So like that, if you describe a heroic feature, not just Ghatana, but you are extolling, you are making the more like points which are coming out of it, like then it becomes Varnana. Okay, like flowers, nature, Parvatam, then your own self, like in the Atmananda. What is the features of Atmanandam, and how beautiful it is to learn Sanskritam. Okay, if you describe, then it becomes Varnanatmaka. Then Kalpanatmaka. Kalpana is something which is not there in the world, which did not happen to you, but you think that if I were a boy, if I were prime minister, if I were a sportsman, if I were this, the Kalpana. So this is all. Then the Akasha Pushpa, some Kalpana can be like this. Akasha Pushpa were there, how would it be? What would it be, its features? Something like that. Or Yatra Ananubhutaha Arthaha Kevalam Utpreksha Balena Nibadhyante. So Utpreksha is Uha. You have never been there. I've never been out of India. So I don't know how the other countries are there. If I imagine, oh, there is this novel is there, na? That for Connecticut Yankee in King Arthur's court. King Arthur's court. That's it's all like imaginative, Kalpanatmaka. So something like that, which comes out of Kapola Kalpana. Our Sanskritam also has it. One poet describes all like Kalidasa to like all the 9 poets Navaratnani as Bhojas. Bhoja belongs to much later era than Kalidasa, but he thinks like if all these poets were there in the king's court, then how this thing? Then the Bhuvana Vijayam, etc. And all these like Ashta Diggajas, we call them in the Krishna Devaraya's court. All this like we have created, okay, all the kavis and all. Then the last one, Vivechanatmaka. Something is right or wrong. Whether right to vote should be given at 18 or should it be increased to 20 or should it be decreased to 16? Whether driving license can be given at so and so age or not. Such things which are vivechanam, like which include some thought whether we should do it or not, etc. Yatra kavinam anyasham granthakritham va kritaya guna doshaha parichityante. So Kalidasa's, like for example, if you will give me some liberty, I will tell, I will compare Kalidasa's heroines with Bhavabhuti's heroines. Somebody did it already. Okay, so I have read it. I felt very good about the Vivechanatmaka. Very, very nice points he made. How is a Bhavabhuti's heroine more, advanced in her character, in her what you call abilities. She is much prouder than how the Kalidasa's heroine. She's beautiful, she's delicate. But Bhavabhuti's heroines are not delicate. They're very strong and well grounded, firm grounded. So such guna doshas, etc. You can do the vivechan. Then what are the samagri? What are the readiness? How can you get it? First, Granthavalokana. Of course, anything related to studies can be grounded to pustakam. Okay, it should always be like book based. How good you are at reading books. See, it is not too late to even start now. If you are not, I'm really sorry to say this. I am very, very disappointed to see this generation getting away from books. But still, there are some students who are very mad about books. I was very mad about books. I was very like for novels, for stories, for science fictions, and sorry, like some explanatory books. Like I used to do all the books, like libraries and all. Was very fond of. Even like now there are students, but that generation that class is becoming smaller and smaller. But please let it grow big. Huh? Let at least the children realize the happiness, the bliss in reading a book. Okay, so just connect them with books more than the electronic materials. Okay, even books inside the electronic materials is good, like PDFs or scans or something, e-books and all, digital books. Okay, the flip books, etc. What not? I mean, for the experience to enrich, they are doing a lot of things. Then Vividha Grantha Adhyanam Vishleshanam, not only reading them, but doing the study of them, analyzing them, then remembering, right? Remembering what, who said what, comparing, etc. And then trying to arrive at a conclusion. Then Nidhyanam, Parikshaya Avalokanam. Okay. So Lokam Drishtva. So there is not just bookish knowledge which helps in writing essays, but as I told you, the morning walk, how dawn, the beauty of the dawn, how you want to do the Varnanam without feeling it. You never get up before 8 a.m. in the morning, but the sun is on the head already. That's what they used to scold in our house. The sun is on the head and what you're doing? You're still sleeping. So Lokam Drishtva Shrutva Avadhanena Avagamya Swayam Bhavotpatti. So first you observe the world, you listen, but Charadeva Shastriji is very, very clear in this. He is even scolding, he's almost scolding that don't express what others tell you. Just make it your own experience and then only tell. Okay. Then Sambhasha. Svavayobhihi satirthaihi chinta charchava sadbhihi sankatha. So doing the conversation with same age people and like going through their experiences. First, like your experiences sharing, we should encourage the teenagers to speak on topics. Good, they speak for hours, volumes they speak. But there is no matter these days. I'm seeing there is zero matter. After 1 hour, if you think, is there any one sentence that I can remember from what this 16-year-old girl or this 17-year-old boy has spoken, there is nothing left. But I think for a long time, after I speak, they only give me a lot of inputs. They think that they give, but there is no gist of it. So you talk to people who have such experience, to elders than you, others who are more experienced. You go through a morning walk. He also goes through a morning walk. Both come together, exchange your ideas. What did you observe? What did I observe? Something very deliberate, something very natural, like how any kind of like studies matters, worldly matters, whatever. They have been to a pilgrimage, you have been to the same place. I've been to Kashi at some point of time. Somebody others went to the Kashi at some point of time. We both, hey, did you see that place? Oh, nice, nice. Oh, you missed this? No, I saw that. All these things will just increase our. Then what I didn't know about Kashi, he will tell me. What he doesn't know about Kashi, I will tell him. Something like that will make it more knowledgeable. Then Vividha Nibandha Pathanam. So this is one more like thesis, these days what is thesis? Telugu we say thesis item is thesis. Okay, thesis item. So just copy pasting or even extracting, not even cut pasting. Like if you do whatever is there, just put one photocopy, done. It is not thesis, isn't it? Something you. So for to write a thesis, they're not even, if I want to write a thesis on Ramayana, I should at least open Valmiki Ramayanam na. Okay. Somebody did already a research on this, then I'm taking some input from them. That is also good. What they do, they pick up a thesis directly on that topic, then they write sentences from that and they say, this is my presentation. This is bad. Okay, something like that is Vividha Nibandha Pathanam is also something like that. What others have written on the same topic, but not to copy paste, but to follow, to understand, to experience the styles differences, you can do that. Then what you have to write, you should write. Okay. Then Vividha Bhashasu. And then these are inputs from me. Vividha Nibandha Patanam, Vividha Bhashasu, Vividha Lekha Patanam. Okay, and then Kathana Shaili Vardhanam. So you should improve your your diction, your if you can tell something like there was a boy who was like this year old, and he used to stay in this village. The same sentences you can make it more flowery. Hey, did you go to that village? Huh? There used to be one little boy. No? It's so cute and all. So kathanam, the same information given in different words, given in different expressions, given along with some feeling, will make it very attractive and attention catching. Then Durashravani Karakramaha, Duradarshani Charchaha. So Nibandham is not just a writing feature, so only books will not help you. You should also go through some Charcha Karakramas, some radio programs, okay? Then you should listen to different ideas on the same topic, etc. Then Vijnana Sahityadi Patrika Pathanam. Then going through the newspapers, magazines, these journals, this will really, really help. Journals are so full of knowledge. I'm not talking about like cultural or the time pass journals. I'm talking about something very like specific for learning, some journals which they run. So they will be very helpful. You all know what I'm speaking of. I don't explain this too much. Then Acharyaihi Adhyapakaihi Pitrubhyam Bandhumitraihi cha Sahavarta. Always try to know what your people are doing. So you belong to a family, you belong to a culture. So your relatives all will share that your same family structure will be there with your relatives. Then your friends, you all belong to same age group. Then age common factors will be there. Then you go to your colleagues. Then you work in an office. The office common features will be there. They belong to different age groups, from peon to the director. But they all are working for one company. So there will be something in common. So what you miss, they might provide you. Same thing. For the same reason, you should talk. Then, first of all, like how to present your matter. Now you have read the books, you have spoken. Now you have a good idea what to do. Then what is the first step that you do? You will first arrange the content in your mind in such a way that first you will say what is vivaritavyam, what is uh, to be described. You will put it the first sentence. Okay, so then the samagri, you will take lot of like which I should include, which I should not. So all that chaff removing will happen. Shall I write this sentence or not? Shall I include this detail or not? You will think about it. So yada vishayah vispashtam avabuddha tada tatra kim nibandhaniyamiti jayate chinta. So this is it. Then विषय वर्णनायै विषयाभिव्यक्तिकरणानि पुस्तकानि चर्चितव्य. So you can go to those inputs from the books and all. प्रकृतार्थ अन्वयिनः अप्रकृताः पुनरुक्तभूताः समर्थनाय अपोहनाय वा अपेक्षिततमाः इति समीक्ष्य उपादातव्या अपास्याते ते च इतरे. So what is relevant, what is irrelevant? This is you should make it. For example, you want to write about Kashi, don't write about Prayaga. Okay, if some detail is about Ganga, how is Ganga in Haridwar and how is Ganga in Kashi, how is Ganga? So you're describing Ganga in Kashi, stick to Ganga in Kashi only. Don't go flow with Ganga into Haridwar and to Prayaga, etc. Okay, the krama, and now you have to arrange them all in like hierarchy. So this is a basic point. This is a the second level point, this third level point, this is a like cutting point, this is a proving point, this is a what you call supporting point, this is not supportive point. Like that you should make a krama and you should make a connection. Then prastava anga nirdeshah. What are the internal parts of a prastava? So it's a vakya sandarbha. Basically it's the sentences. When you look at an essay, what is an essay? Sentences and words. So samana tatparyani vakyanam parichedaha syuh. So all the parichedas. So one paragraph should cover one idea. Second paragraph should start with a new idea of the same topic, but not a different. Now you are writing about Modi ji, you suddenly jump to Trump. It will not help. If you're giving a comparative point between how Trump is working and how Modi ji is working, then that's a different matter. Okay? Paricheda abhave prastavonyo bhavati dushpatascha. So you should not make it as one big block of paragraph. You should make like one big paragraph, but you should make 10 sentences, 12 sentences like that into each paragraph. Prati parichedamidam chatushyam avadhatavyam. So 4 things should be taken care. Ekarthata. So one paragraph should contain one idea, not different ideas. So if you want to tell how Modi ji does his day, so how he prepares his day, that is one paragraph. How he deals with the foreign countries, second paragraph. How he deals with the like army, etc. Third point. How his policies are different from other prime ministers, fourth paragraph. Like that you can make it. But one paragraph, one idea. Then Vaichitryam. There should be Vibhinnata, not and also Punarukti, maybe that will be there. So Vaichitryam is, it should not be like one single set of idea coming in different words and all. So people keep on repeating the same thing. It becomes so boring. Then Paurvaparyam. So first like country level, then like personal level, social level, national level, international level of Modi ji's personality. So we have done that, different, very variegated ideas. Then Vichara Paurvaparyam. So first idea, second idea, third idea, and that what to put first, what to put next, you should have one krama in your mind. Then Vishaya Anga Nirdeshakam Vakyam. So the starting of the paragraph should have the basic, like Modi ji is very good at maintaining international relationships. When he went to China, when he went to America, when he went to so and so, each sentence giving 12 sentences, 13 sentences, the para ends. Then say Modi ji is very good. Modi ji spends more this thing with army and all that. When he visited army, so and so he expressed this, he gave them so and so policies, he gave them so many benefits and all that. Those things like that. Okay, the first paragraph vakya should be the opener of that. Okay, I think the time is up and I'm going. So Mukhya Vibhagas is the only one which is left. Yeah, this is all said in the before only, first only, last slide of this today's class. So the 3 Mukhya Angas are there. Avatarnika, Shariram, Upasamhara. This I told in the beginning only. The opening statement, the introduction should be very short, 3 sentences or 4 sentences. Opening paragraph should always be small. The Shariram can be like several paragraphs, paragraph 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6 also. Then Upasamhara. Then Upasamhara can be like again 4 sentences or maximum 5 sentences. And Upasamhara should, thus we understand how Modi ji is a very beautiful, very nice Prime Minister for India. No, it will not conclude. Thus we see how Modi ji skillfully handles his activities, and this is very like inspiring for each national citizen, and we are all like very happy about his policies. May it continue to be so. Thank you. That's conclusion, like 3 sentences done like that. Okay, it should be very like I can take any other topic also, just like we all love our Prime Minister, so I'm just telling this. Okay, so this is how we conclude the this thing. I'll share this PDF with you and you can just go through. You can add if any other points are missing. This is a very basic thing. I did not give you anything very elaborate or very high level. I did not give you. Okay, then one point is there should not be punaravritti, that I will include as a 5th point. Punaravritti should be avoided. Anywhere punaravritti using the same words. There is one professor, he told in the class one day when we were attending his as MA students we were attending, then he said, don't use the same word on the same page. If you are using an A4 size paper for writing, then don't repeat the word at least in the same page. If you are talking about mobile, the mobile is good, the mobile is bad, mobile comes. There is no other word than mobile. It's not about that. But if you are using some adjective primary, something like that, you don't keep on saying primary all through the page. Try to use some other this thing for it. Once my cousin who works on some translations asked me, Usha, can you tell me a word for Rakshanam? I'm tired of using, protection. Is there any other word? Then that day I did not have time. I did not reply. So after some time she wrote, oh, I found a word, safeguarding. Now I'll use it. Okay, so we are tired of using the same words always. So we need some new word. If you have to repeat in it, like Paryaya Pada. Sanskritam is fully rich, filthy rich. We are all filthy rich people with so many words. So you can use any other um, like adjective for moon, for example. We can say Indu, Chandra, Soma, all and all like Amrit, Amritamshu, and all that words you can use. With this, I conclude my lesson today. If you have any doubts, please ask me. Right now, you can raise hands and I will take your doubts. Okay. SM Balika ji.
Yes, I just wanted to. I think whatever you mentioned, I think it was very good. I was just curious to know how lengthy the topic should be, how many pages, or how much it should contain.
So that
Could
for
you
that
could you
I'll
please?
share this the PDF again. That much only. Okay. So what is given in your book? How many words it is? That much I think. For what marks it is like it's always marks dependent. For 10 marks, let's say they tell usually they tell 1,000 words, 800 words. That's a good essay. Okay.
Okay,
More than 500. It should not be too short. They always it is exam specific. They give us the this thing. Okay.
okay. Thank you.
So I see no other hands are raised. Astu. So attempt some essays, attempt some ideas which are already there in your book, the 15 or 17 topics. Try to add something to whatever essays, the two essays he gave from the book, or make some own essay on any other topic of your choice. Just write something, attempt something, and try to apply all these points on that, even in your mother tongue for some time. I mean, you have to just write something, then you will write something in Sanskritam good way. So try it something in your mother tongue as well. Or no, don't use English. Okay, no English, but use your mother tongue. That will help you in constructing Sanskritam better. Okay. Then next week, next class, we will meet. Today is like Monday. We will meet on Thursday. Shubhamastu. Hari Om to you all.
Thank you.